Absolute Green Lantern just dropped today and I loved it. It was awesome. It has like a cosmic horror twist and I'm a sucker for cosmic horror. It's one of my favorite like genres. And I love Jo Mullein. She's one of my favorite characters in DC and I loved the art style. It gave it kind of like a manga feel. I'm loving the Absolute Universe. If you're not familiar with what the Absolute Universe is from DC, it is kind of like Marvel's Ultimate Universe. So it's like a darker, very different take on these classic characters. For example, in Absolute Wonder Woman is the princess of hell instead of the princess of the Mascara. Batman, he's not rich in this continuity. It's just so good. I'm just loving it. I highly recommend. It's part of the All In initiative. So if you ever see like the All In logo on the corner of a comic book from DC on the comic book shelf, that means it's an accessible point for newer fans or newer readers. You don't have to read anything prior to enjoy them. So the first ones to drop were Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman, and then we got Absolute Flash, Absolute Martian Manhunter, and now Absolute Green Lantern. These are ongoing series, and they're just so good. They're just so good. This story starts off with a familiar face, Hal Jordan, but he is not acting like himself. He is walking around on the side of the road under the hot Arizona sun, acting strange. He is on edge. He seems to be in some sort of shock, and he's talking to himself about being afraid, which already things feel very different because the Green Lantern is fueled by willpower, not by fear. And he is acting so strange, and after a cop pulls him over and questions him for walking alone on the side of the street, things end very terribly, and you will look at Hal Jordan very differently. This is not the Hal Jordan that we know. This is non-linear storytelling, and the jumping back and forth really, it gives it a very cinematic feel coupled with the art style. It was just, I genuinely loved it. And yes, we're gonna see like a dark cosmic horror take on Green Lantern. It's a new redesign for what a Green Lantern looks like. At the end, we're gonna see Jo Mullein as a Green Lantern. She has like these glowing green cracks all over her and like the giant, symbol of Green Lantern illuminated on her chest. I don't want to give too much away, but it's just so good. I'm gonna make a more dedicated video on it, but I just wanted to say, it's worth the read. Now, if you want to know more about Jo Mullein, who's leading this series, I recommend picking up Far Sector. She was created for the series in 2020. This is an imprint from DC called Young Animal. This is by Gerard Way. This is his imprint. Now, this is written by N.K. Jemisin, who is a fantastic sci-fi novelist with art by Jamal Campbell. This is an excellent sci-fi story. This trade paperback right here is $30, but they have the DC Compact version of this. So DC Compact Comics is a new initiative making comics a bit more accessible. So they're smaller, they have different materials, and they're only $10. So this is kind of like the mass market paperback version of like these larger trade paperbacks and hardcovers. If you read novels, you know what a mass market paperback is, but really good stuff. Anyway, I've been ranting too long. Thank you for watching. And also, I'm curious. Comment down below your rating of the Absolute Universe stories. I want to hear your favorite to least favorite. I want to know what people are thinking, and let's chat. Anyway, I'll see you later. Find a local comic book shop near you and shop local.